shipment today from pipesandcigars.com. Let's take a look. And we'll get to the bottom of this. Never did a box opening, I don't think, from PNC. PNC stands for Pipes and Cigars. How dare they get my bubble wrap mixed in with the sealing tape? I want my money back. Just kidding. All right, if you can't have fun with this, there's something wrong with you. I miss the days of the real bubble wrap that you could cure all your OCD stuff with. Whoa, a 4-pillow bubble wrap. That one screamed in agony. Ah. That was actually a bird, that one. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here today. I've got 4 ounces of RHQ3 Lane. One of my favorites, a nice, what I would call a low-key, mild hazelnut-ish kind of thing. I'm not a massive aromatic guy, but I'm sure disproving that today with this box opening. RHQ. 2 ounces of TK6, which is my favorite cherry blend of all time. It's almost like a cherry vanilla mixed together. Probably my favorite cherry blend. I used to like Cult Blood Red Moon, but this is very similar in the sense that it's got that vanilla mixed in with it. And what else here? A pound of BCA, which I like smoking by itself or putting just a pinch in with everything else. Now, I believe I have a half pound or a pound of Early Morning Pipe Match on back order, which is my all-time favorite tobacco. That disappeared. I made the move over to Hearth and Home Daybreak, which, I'll be honest with you, I think are the same exact tobacco, but you didn't hear me say that. So what will I smoke today? I think I'm going to do the RHQ because I haven't had that in a long time. People have been saying, we want more pipe smoking videos. All right. You know, I make people mad with my pipe smoking videos. If I do them while I'm driving, that brings all the people out of the woodwork who don't like driving videos, which I don't really care what you think about that. Now let's just get a little bit of bag note, right? RHQ. So go ahead, smell that. Isn't that nice? Now, what will I smoke it in? Will I smoke it in my vest pocket pipe? I'll put a link for this down below. I got one of these. I love this thing. This is actually my second one. I burnt the first one out, believe it or not, a few years ago. Smokes perfect. At first I thought it was going to be just a novelty, but it really isn't. You got to get one. This swings around like that and just literally goes into a vest pocket if you wear vests, or in your pocket. So don't be afraid of this snapping off. This does come right out. Pops right in like that, but it smokes really, really good. If you can see now, you actually can't see the draft hole in that. What else do I have here today? This is from Guild Pipes. I'll put a link for Guild down below. Tell them I sent you. My brother had this made for me. I like it. I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. Kind of fun. I like the imperfections in the top that are actually made, you know, part of the structure of the pipe. Perfect smoker. This guy here is in Melbourne, Florida, where my family is. What else? A crown top cob. Why do I call it a crown top cob? Take a look. I just took a Dremel and turned the top into a crown. That's all. You know, you can do whatever you want when you modify your pipes or cobs or whatever, if you can afford to. Some people treat their pipes like, you know, put them in a glass case and wipe them off with microfiber and just like, okay, I get that. I mean, I've got a bunch of pipe racks and all kinds of things like that. For me, pipes are to enjoy. What else do I have here? This Falcon that I smoked. I love this thing, man. This screws off, this briar top. It's just badass. It's actually a perfect smoke. Perfect. Maybe I'll put a link for that down below as well. What else? My 104-year-old Dunhill. I love this thing. I got a lot of interesting pipes here. There's this is from Don Juan the Piper. Sent that to me with some Carter Hall probably a couple of years ago. That was good. This little tiny apple. This was a basket pipe, but it's an apple sitter. So on a flat surface, it stays upright. It's not wobbly. So I think that's kind of cool. Anything else of interest out here in the Van Gogh room? All my interesting pipes I keep inside. This right here is basically a Mark Twain cob that I cragified. And I put a briar, I took an old basket pipe that I had, sawed off the shank and the bit, and whittled it down to fit into this, glued it, sanded it, kind of made a, I don't know if you can see that grain on there, made it look like a tree. And then this saddle bit is perfect. And then one of the things that I like to do, this is going to be, like I said, there's no rules. No rules. When it comes to pipes, dudes, just do what you want. You know, I get these people like, you shouldn't be lighting your pipe like that. I had one guy like curse me out. You know nothing about smoking cigars because you smoked it with the band on it. If I light my pipe with a Zippo, the anti-petroleum patrol comes out. If I light my pipe with a Bic, the purists and the pipe Nazis come out. And then the hemp wickers come out. And then the darkwood spill people, which I like the darkwood spills. You know what they are? Basically cedar. I love these things. You got to get them. I'll put a link for them down below. These are just so badass. Plus they just smell incredible when they're lit. Like better than anything. Anything. One of the things I like to do with my pipes is I always like take a sanding, like them foam sanding blocks, and once a year I like sanding the tops, because one of the things that I do when I modify a pipe is I like the top sanded. It's bizarre. Some people think it's weird, but I like it that way. And that's the beautiful thing about smoking a pipe. For instance, like this is my original country, my first original country gentleman, which they are making them smaller now. This is weird. All right, I got 3 country gentlemen. This is the first one I have. This is the second. You tell me that they are the same. All right, they're not. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can inform me in the comments below what the deal is with that. But that's starting to get burnt a little bit. So what I do is I just kind of take that, and I like the tops of my cobs to be natural. Why? Zero reason. And that's a good example for you. You don't need a reason for why you smoke, how you smoke, what you light when you smoke. It matters not. It just doesn't matter. Do what you want. I mean, I got people every time, because I will use everything from wooden matches to a Bic to whatever. And I don't care. There's people who actually burn calories expending energy typing to me, telling me how I should light my pipes. Really? I don't care if you light your pipe with a pussy hat or a baby seal. It doesn't matter to me. Just light your pipe and enjoy it. I don't care if you keep it in the house or keep it in the garage. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a cob smoker, a cob snob, or a briar guy, or an apple wood, or an olive wood, or a peach wood. It just doesn't matter. For me, it's all about the experience, packing the pipe, lighting it, smoking, what goes through your mind while you're doing it. That's more important to me. That's infinitely more important to me than anything else. So let's just pack some RHQ. And this pipe is made out of some kind of exotic wood. My brother made this for me, and I like it. It's a very short smoke, okay? And it's got this neat little flip top on it that holds the tobacco. Push that down, and I just hold it like this. Ah, nice. Love it. Love it. Now, one of the things I noticed is that if I'm going to tamp this bad boy down, there's only one thing that really works for tamping this down. And it's either a golf tee or... Where'd it go? Hold on a second. And we're back. I like using the 38 shell that fits right into that hole perfect. This is a tamper that I made out of a bamboo reed. I made a copper spoon, and then I put a 38 shell spent casing on the end. And that's how I tamp it. Nice. RHQ. I like that a lot. Very enjoyable. I like a short smoke sometimes, and sometimes the huge bowls are just a little bit too much. Been a while since I made a pipe smoking video. Especially out here in the Van Gogh room. The Van Gogh room is the half of a shed in my backyard. Tools on one side, chairs and stuff on the other. You see what I'm doing here? Do you see what I'm doing? I'm not smoking a pipe like you thought I was going to smoke a pipe. I'm smoking a pipe in a different kind of pipe. But I know there are people out there who are jammed up that I dare smoke something in a pipe that has a different paradigm, a different feel, a different look. Case in point, my friends, it doesn't matter what you smoke your tobacco in. It doesn't matter. I'm going to fire up some BCA right now because I'm dying for that. It matters not what you smoke it in. So you got your cob people, you got your briar I had a follower once that took a branch off of, he lived, I swear, this guy lived in an Amazon rainforest. I'm dead serious. He lived in the Amazon rainforest, and he literally took a stick off a tree, some type of tree that had hollow branches, and he connected it to another piece of a bigger branch and kind of like put one inside the other and then reamed it out with a stick. Didn't even have tools. And he had some leaf that they smoke in the Amazon rainforest, and he dried it out and he put it in there, and he sent me a video of him smoking his pipe, and he was so proud of it. I will never forget that as long as I live. I'm like, go for it, dude. You know, a lot of dudes would get bent out of shape. Oh my God, you're smoking out of a... All right. Take my tamper. You can't do that. It's a tamper that's made to look like a switchblade. We're doing everything different today, aren't we? And a Bic. Ah, the BCA. Boy, that's nice. That is nice. You know, you can have all kinds of like weird black Cavendishes, you know, like all kinds of discount brands and some, you know. I find that the Lane BCA is the best black Cavendish I've ever had. Ever. This country gentleman was a gift from Mike Rizzo, auto mechanic. He's got a garage in Havertown. It's at the Sunoco station of Westchester Pike and Eagle Road. Good guy. Young guy, pipe smoker. All I have to say is, if you got them, smoke them and enjoy them. It doesn't matter what you smoke them in. Doesn't matter what you're smoking. Doesn't matter how you light it. Smoking a pipe is like taking a break from the outside world. Two men can sit and smoke pipes, sip on distilled spirits, not say two words to one another, and have a great time. Man, it's great to be a man. Fire up with you soon. Thanks.